Good afternoon, babies, and welcome to Simply Stacy, where the joy of the Lord is our strength. Well, to my singles, so many people out here that want to be married, that want to be in relationships. And from the top of the year, maybe even the end of the year, God has really put in my spirit this year to really do a lot of videos towards the singles because so many of you are really battling with being single. You are having different issues. You don't have anybody to talk to. You have questions that you want to ask. And if you have any questions or any videos you would like me to talk about or any topic you would like me to talk about, just inbox me or post it at the bottom of the video. I want to interact with you guys because I know God has really put this in my spirit for this year. Now, I don't know what's going to happen next year, but I know this year He wants me to make the singles a vital part of my ministry and talk about a lot of different issues and be truthful and honest. So if you don't want the truth, if you don't want to talk about certain topics, these videos will not be for you. But today I want to talk about, would you marry yourself? Because so many people out here in the world today are selfish and self-serving. And they got their list made and they know what they want in a mate. They want them to look a certain way, have a certain job, have certain characteristics. I mean, people just got an array of things that they have on their list when looking for a mate. And some people don't even have a list. Whoever come along, they just so desperate, they just take them. But that's a whole nother topic. But to you that want to be married, that want to be in a relationship, ask yourself, are you marriage material, number one? Because there's a lot of people that don't even want to be married. They haven't even did the self-development to be in a committed relationship. And would you want to be married to yourself? Would you marry yourself? You're asking somebody to take on the task of being in a relationship with you until death do you part. Would you even want to be with you? Some of you don't even want to be with yourself. That's why you're constantly doing stuff. You constantly got people around. You don't even want to deal with yourself. Some of you got mood swings. 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad. When troubles come and the storms come, when the wind blow, you're falling all apart. You're supposed to be men and women of God. The least little thing that happen, you're tossed to and fro. You're unstable in all your ways. Would you be married to yourself? That's a vital question. Vital question. And if you would look at yourself, because you know yourself, don't look at the good part of yourself, but look at all areas of yourself. There are some things that you do that you wouldn't even want to put up with other people. You wouldn't want to put up with it. Some of your characteristics that you have, you would not want to deal with it from other people. You have to be honest with yourself. So, in saying that, when you see that there are things in yourself that you wouldn't even want to deal with, you need to do some self-development because you need to become the mate that you want. You need to become that. Everything that you're asking somebody else to do for you, you need to be willing to do. I always say that I'm not willing to ask anybody to do anything for me I'm not willing to do for myself or for them. If you want somebody to be patient, kind, and gentle, and long-suffering with you, you need to be that with somebody else. You need to be willing to show and exhibit those traces. You want somebody praying, seeking God, when you go through troubles, you want them to be there at your beck and call. Are you willing to be that for somebody else? I've been in this type of situation. Oh my God, this person, they needed me in every area of their life. But when it came to me and my needs, they wasn't willing to give me the same courtesy. And that's so many people. You know it in friendships. Y'all are in some friendships that you always doing the giving. They don't. When you need them, they're not there for you. How many of you got people that are there for you if you're there for them all the time? Very few. Most people are self-serving. They are not willing to give out what they are willing to take. Most people are takers, 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 but they're not willing to give. And in the kingdom of God, we are here to serve. This is where a lot of leaders are off key because we're here to serve. You should have a servant heart. You should be humble, submitted. A lot of men want to say about us women submitting to them, but they don't want to submit to Christ. Christ is their head. but they expect us to submit to them. You don't need to be asking us to submit to you when you don't even want to submit to your head. That's where a lot of problems come in at. They require something that they're not even willing to do themselves. And God says, submit ye one to another. We need to submit to one another, respect and honor one another, love one another. Babies, just ask yourself this vital question as you go through this week, as you go through the years, the days, and the months desiring a mate. Would you marry yourself? Would you be a companion to you and the characteristics and the mindset that you have? Would you even want to deal with somebody that had your ways? Would you? Would you? Because a lot of people wouldn't. I've seen people go out here wanting people. And I'm like, you don't want them for the same reason and the same attributes that you have. But you don't like it in them. But you got the same attributes. That's a lot of people. It's a funny thing. But you need to do the self-evaluation because you need to become what you want in a mate. If you want somebody patient, kind, gentle, long-suffering with you, you want somebody that's a man of God, a woman of God, keeping the ways and doing the things of God, you need to be doing the same thing. You don't need to be trying to get somebody to be what you ain't just so you can lean and be a parasite to them. You don't want to do that. Good people are looking for other good people. Men and women of God are looking for other men and women of God. Loving people want other loving people. Babies, would you marry you? And if not, do the self-development. Become what you want in a mate. Be willing to serve someone else like you want them to serve you. Be willing. Be willing to be loving and gentle and patient. Be what you want in a mate. Don't expect somebody to do everything that you want and you're not willing to be a servant to them. You're not willing to be what they need and they desire. Babies, I tell you, this is a big, big issue. This is why a lot of relationships ain't working because people have all these expectations. All these expectations. But they're not willing to do the things that they're expecting others to do. That's not right. That's not good. Got all these high standards, but you're not living by the standards yourself. That's not good. Be what you want in a mate. And I ask you again, would you want to be with you? Would you want to marry you? Would you want to be married to somebody with your character, with your ways? Would you? Would you? That's a major question. Would you want to be married to you? Would you? Babies, and if not, begin to do the self-development. Begin to do the self-work. That's why some people are still single, because you need to work on yourself. Your standards is so high. You're not even in the place in your standards and in your quality of living in life to even get somebody at that place. You down here in this dimension and the person you want is way out of space. You need to line your life up, line your mindset up, line your emotions up with that you want. That's why some of you, instead of getting these same type of people coming to you, because that's where your spirit is at. That's where your mindset is at. I'm not saying that's always the case, but in some instances it is. You're drawing what you are. You have the mindset that you're up here, but in the spirit realm, you're not up there. You still need to do some self-development on yourself. Babies, check yourself. See if you really are ready and prepared to be a wife, to be a husband. Do the self-development on yourself if you're not. Don't require things of people that you're not willing to do yourself. That's not a good thing. Don't be selfish. Be serving. Be loving. Be kind. Be gentle. Be long-suffering. Be that you want in somebody else. Be that. Because the same way you want somebody to love you and just be there for you and be that all in all to you, that other person coming in your life wants the same thing. Are you willing to be that? Or you just want to be a parasite and take whatever you can take and don't never give nothing back in return? That's not good. And that's why a lot of relationships are so destroyed today because most people are parasites. They leech on and they suck all the life out of people till they kill you and they drain you. You don't want to be a parasite. You want to be a life giver, not a life taker. Babies, I love you, and so does God. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Be that you want in a mate. Be that. Be that you want. Be that you desire. Be that. Be that.